Hello and welcome to Real Hi-Fi Help. So let's have a look at stylus pressure or pickup pressure, whatever you would call it. This is what I have. This is my pickup on my turntable setup. Doing a Vector DV20X and yeah, an okay, decent pickup. Nothing really in particularly great about this. Just a normal pickup, in my opinion. But I just wanted to mention the fact that there's something called a tracking force here, where you could, in theory, go from 1.8 to 2.2 grams. So what you would do is you would put this thing on some kind of a weight, turntable weight or whatever, and actually depending on what pressure that you run it with, if I run it with, for example, 1.9 grams, that actually changes the sound characteristics. So if it was very light, it would be jumping a tiny bit, and it will be wearing down the pickup here, the needle. So if you have it too low, it wears down the needle. If you have it too high, it also wears down the needle. So just be aware of that. Yeah, the sound actually also gets affected. So usually when you have a lower pressure, like 1.8, that is usually a very light type of sound where the bass doesn't fully settle and cement itself. Where if I went all the way up to 2.2 grams, it would be very muddy, shut in, and not perfect. So I think that I would probably have it at around 1.958, something like that on my setup. But I also want to mention the fact that what you also have to think about is the humidity and temperature in your room, because that also affects the sound. So I remember playing when it was only around 5 to 10 degrees in my room, compared to in the summer when it was probably like 25 degrees. And you actually want to adjust the pickup pressure depending on how much your room fluctuates. I'm one of those type of guys who just doesn't have a stable room temperature. You know, my room can like vary from around 5 degrees to, I don't know, 25, 30 degrees. So that actually has a huge impact on what you set the stylus pressure for. So just wanted to share that with you guys, because these are things that really affect the sound, and if you on top of that have your entire turntable set up close to your speaker, or I don't know, close to some part of your audio rack, you can also get extra vibrations transferred to that pickup depending on what pressure you have it on. So just remember, with this particular stylus, needle, whatever you call it, I've been given an option of this here, and you kind of want to avoid the lightest pressure, the biggest pressure of 2.2. You kind of want to stay somewhere in the middle, so you don't get to one or the other extreme. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And by the way, while we're here, can you see these pins on the back here? If you've got an old pickup and it's been around for some years, you haven't used it a lot, maybe you've got it restored and so and so, if these sides start to oxidize, it could be good cleaning it up so you haven't got this outside oxidation, because that actually affects the sound quite a bit. So yeah, it's just, since I've anyway got you guys here, that's a good thing to look out for. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So look up the pickup that you've got, figure out what's the pressure, instead of trying to figure it out, like guessing, because you kind of want to be pretty sure that you're in a safe zone. You don't want to start off with a crazy pressure on the needle, because that's gonna really wear down the lifespan of the needle. So just be aware of that. So having said those words, that's me logging off. Have a nice day.